Hello everybody, how's it going? My name is InkEyes. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to InkEyes Plays Pyre. Super excited. We are recording, right? Yeah, we are. Alright. Continue the campaign. Let's see what we get this time. I am prepared for more Pyre fights. Called, rights. Ooh, Tizo has something to say. What's up? Tizo has been in a rather cheerful mood since being out at sea and seems pleased to see you. Krihi! Tizo's grateful at having had the opportunity to catch a fish for old time's sake. Harayak? Tizo's asking if you want to know why he loves fishing so much. You sense his inquiry is rhetorical in nature, so you anticipate his response. Whoa! Tizo loves catching fish because he hates them. And everything they stand for. He has devoted his life to the eradication of their kind ever since they killed his family. What? He seems on the verge of tears, though as far as you are aware, imps cannot cry. Then he leers at you, eyes wide, expecting a response. It seems he told you a joke. I like it. Tizo seems like he could use encouragement, assuming what he was, in fact, in jest. You muster your best belly laugh following Tizo's joke. He stares at you sidelong for a moment. Tizo's missed the real reason he loves catching fish is because Falcon Ron pays a lot of soul for them. He snickers back at you and bounces off. +1 hope. That was adorable. Also a good joke. Also the music is too loud. Also hello. How the duty. Since my lovely reader has returned, then how may I assist you? Nothing. Bye-bye. For sure. I'm down. We can continue. Ragged Rock or Froth Sea. South current toward Stormwall brims with large sea creatures. Tizo seems very eager to see the wagon head in this direction. The north current toward Stormwall passes by old carcasses of ships long gone. Look at these waves rolling. Rookie spotted wreckage in the area and believes there could be valuables to find. I would like to go here because last time I indulged Tizo, I think Rookie needs some attention. Plus it looks like a cool area to go to. It's dank and dark. And lots of wreckage here. The remnants of a shattered fleet do little to raise the confidence of your companions, given that the massive deathless tempest rages to the north, not far from your position. We ought to be more concerned with that storm than in finding trinkets, Greentail. Oh, relax already, Jody, and let me do my job. I don't show up when you're out there keeping watch and start telling you to come off it, now do I? You interrupt me in the middle of my work no fewer than 4 times per day. They go on like this for some time before turning to you. Investigating the wreckage is going to take some time, but you may find something to show for. Continue searching the wreckage? Yeah, why not? Rookie rarely is mistaken when it comes to matters of finding valuables. Don't let me down, man. Don't let me down, boy. You suggested it may well be worthwhile to continue searching through the wreckage after having come this far. Rookie grins wide. Knew you'd see my way, chum. Now let's see what we can find, what we can get. After an exhaustive search, sorry, chum, I think I was just chasing the refraction of the sun or something. There's nothing down here. Jodariel fumes at all of this, but says nothing. Jodariel lost hope. Jodariel, you're not gonna be chosen for the next right. I'm sorry. Your hope is too much, or too low. I made a mistake. I didn't know. You and your companions look upon the deathless tempest. The stars demand you sail beyond it, yet the very thought is beyond reason. Then something in the nearby water stirs, and from it springs something familiar. Hold! Good ladies and good sirs, this knight beseeches you to hear him if you please. What is it now, worm? The rites are ended. We have no further need of you. Oh, but you do! And in turn, this knight has further need of you, good lady. Out with it, then. Let us be joined! Let this knight join you. Please! Can you believe this, Edwin? Not really, no. Nay. Look, you're not surprised. Your valor in the rights did stir this poor knight's soul. He swears to you upon his long-lost honor as a would-be knight-errant of the sea dominion that he shall serve you to the end. What about your other worm friends back there? The Pyre hearts. They are base cowards! This knight can no longer abide such spineless characters, having witnessed true glory and our clash upon the hulk of Horus. Never before have we been trounced so thoroughly. And furthermore, this knight shall aid your passage through the deathless tempest. It is not so that you seek passage to the north. With this knight's aid, you shall achieve your wish. So Gilman continues to persuade you for quite some time with his puppy eye. He seems to know a way to cross the storm, some sort of long-held secret among worms, exiled to these waters. Jodariel pulls the rest of you aside after Hedwig gives her gives her a look. Are you most sure that Sandalwood would want this thing along? Mostly sure. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask, and this one seems about as good as we're going to get. So we have to fill a number of masks. Interesting. Jodariel glowers back at the worm. Who tries his best to look presentable. Hedwin is more gracious. He tells Sir Gilman that if he promises to help you cross the Deathless Tempest, then he can come along for now. This knight is overjoyed, and he hereby swears to see you past the storm. Though first, this knight requires your consent. Give unto this knight your blessings in the name of the Night Rings, and thus shall he go forth. Sir Gilman seems to be asking your permission for something. Tentatively agree to whatever he's asking so he can get on with it already. It is not clear to you as to what exactly Sir Gilman is to do for you right now. Yes? As you begin to say something in response, Sir Gilman cries out in triumph. He vanishes into the depth, yet through this close encounter with him, you cling to some sense of where he's going and what he intends to do. Sir Gilman is determined to help you cross the Deathless Tempest. Help see his mission through. Of course. I trust him. He's part of my posse now, and whoever is in my group shall receive respect and trust. At least from me, the reader. From I, the reader of the stars, I proclaim, hereby, I trust him. Determined to prove himself to you and the Nightwing, Sir Gilman emerges somewhere in the outer reaches of the Sea of Solace and calls out to you. Look at him out there. Master Reader, if you can hear this knight, then he implores you now, lend him your guidance. This knight's objective ought to be not far east of here. Today, we shall bring peace to the embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren, the actions we are about to take are highly forbidden, but they are highly just. Thus Sir Gilman sets forth to quell the storm that rages to the north. He's gonna single-handedly quell the storm. Jump. Oh. Oh. You can slither. Slither, jump, and splash. I like it. Hark! Yonder lie the foul spawns of unfathomed plurns, boiling the sea with their wrath. The sea titan, once slain by the scribe undertaking Horus. Her blood lies dormant in the sea. Tales of her monstrosity long to spread across the world, the Book of Rites says so. Exiled worms within these waters long have harbored these abominations, using them to bar passage through the downsized channels for any save this knight's own kind. Be gone now from here, fiends! This night shall finish what the Under King Horus started. Seventh of the eight scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Preserving or the Sea Sojourner. The legendary leader of the Worm's Undersea Crusades sought to reached the edge of the abyss. So each scribe represented a different group of adversaries. I like these friendly tutorials when you get a new character, just so you get a chance to get used to them. Like jumping and slashing and like slithering and whatnot, and just general movement. And this guy, he has a lingering aura, so instead of having an aura around him, he has an aura behind him that stays there forever unless you move it and you can reshape it, creating like a wall maybe that forces your adversaries to jump over and use their stamina, and then as you put up the wall, switch to another character and move forward and destroy them by absorbing their aura and such. Excuse me. Hold it right there, you traitor slug! How dare you turn your back on this knight to your superior? Superior but rank no longer, for we no longer serve the Commonwealth. Last this knight checked. Here, you hold no sway over this knight. Ah! And what have you done to the spawn? Have you no honor left at all? This knight has done that which required doing. His honor cannot sink much lower anyhow. He figured this would be an ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. Why? You dare to staunch the tempest for those Nightwings? Good Sir Deluge. This knight was born to dare. Now come and fight this knight if you so dare as well.
Pyre Hearts! Banish him! This is an order!
Okay. I gotta banish 8 of them. I'm liking it. Oops.
You see, Gilman? You shall ever be inferior, even amongst the weakest of our kind. Gilman? Where did you go, Gilman? Gilman!
But Sir Gilman's banishment served as a perfect ruse for him to elude his adversaries and return to his newfound allies. No! This knight would say it was an honor serving you, Sir Deluge, but that would be a bald-faced lie. And yet another stain upon his blackened reputation. Until we meet again.
Wait, you lowly traitor! This knight will have your head, Gilman!
Damn it, we couldn't finish that though. Kinda sucks. As the day wears on, there is still no sign of the Worm Knight. Your companions grow restless, but then... Hail! This knight returns with newfound tales to tell and new scars to show for them. Sir Gilman is sopping wet and visibly shaken. He struggles to maintain decorum. He is, in short, the very image of a Worm Knight. And more importantly, that little tempest ought no longer pose a threat for now. Behold! As if on cue, the deathless tempest begins to simmer and subside. Oh, Gilman. You've done it. He's done it. Would you look at that? He really did it. Of course this knight did it! Now, if it would be alright with you, this knight could really use some shut-eye. The Worm Knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Headman help him up. A deal's a deal, Sir Gilman. Welcome to the Nightwings. Huzzah! Sir Gilman joined the group. He also revealed a path north for you. Bid him welcome. We need to speak to him. I don't have the option to speak to him. Deathless Tempest. You have not yet been to this region of the downside. Sir Gilman reveal a gap in the storm that seems safe enough to traverse. And so shall we traverse. We kind of whiffed twice on this episode. We should have gone with Tizo's choice of location, and we should have technically won that little tutorial encounter. I don't think it would have given me anything, though. It was just a matter of doing something over and over to get used to the new mechanics. With Sir Gilman's aid, you managed to breach the Tempest. You were true to your word, Worm. I shall give you that, but now what? You're stranded in this cursed storm. A most excellent question, and from one most fair. Call me that once more, and I shall tie you in a knot. Ah. And from one most spirited as well. This knight was wise to side with you. Just... where do we turn from here? Answer the question. Now! So Gilman does no such thing, although eventually he does make note of a specific current that should lead you to the land beyond. If I may, I can collaborate Sir Gilman's account. I can corroborate Sir Gilman's account. We are close to making landfall. Then let me be the first to say, let's go. Let's go! You're on the verge of sailing across the Sea of Solace. Voyage. Say, Tari? Aye, Rookie, what is it? That loot you're always carrying around. You know how to play that thing, don't you? Why, I suppose I do. Good, because I was thinking it's a little gloomy here, and we could use a little tune to lighten up the mood, you know what I mean? Aye, then. Let me see what I can do.
Before the salt and roiling sea, the moon began to cry. The valley ran with sorrowful tears and filled the waters high. The misty morning over the brine belies a leaden sky. The stars all hide away from the chill until the evening rise.
So that's what his voice sounds like. I've been doing it too deep. I like this tune.
The place where Plurna scuttled her foe, the doomed ship still resides. The Titan met her end on its prow, forsaken by tides. In death she leaves her stain on the place. The tempest never dies. Her final throes and shivers and shakes.
That gave me shivers.
1,000 years gone by.
This place is beautiful. At last your wagon rumbles onto solid, jagged ground, the land called Black Basin. Your fellow exiles unpack the wagon so you can take stock of how best to reach your destination. Black Basin. Black glass, searing vapor, and strangling forests mark the forsaken lands that loom across the sea. The 8 scribes first discovered this, the northern landmass of the downside. Hello! What is this, my friend? You added your trinkets. It's Sir Gilman's crest. Official certification of knighthood in the Commonwealth, oft sought by worm knights. Nice. He seems to have something in his mind. You approach Sir Gilman, who must have just finished practicing his fencing maneuvers. He regards with a single eye. Hail, Master Reader! This knight is determined to train harder, having joined the famous knight ranks. He shall ensure that this triumvirate continues to live up to its most feared reputation. This is such an honor! And this knight has a great deal of honor to regain. Having fled the Pyre, this knight fully expects now to conduct the rites in a most honorable fashion, to the fullest letter of the law described within the books. Some triumvirates this knight has met, and perchance mentioned by name, they are inclined to bend the rules a bit, sometimes a lot, and to prevail by any means they can. But this is wrong! The exile who refuses to obey the rules, as they were written by the Under King Horus and his 7 friends, deserves neither his honor, nor his freedom! Thusly, does this knight have confidence the Master Reader shall resist any temptations to conduct the rites in any underhanded fashion. Now then, this knight must undergo a thorough cleansing, having trained until the point of foulness. So please excuse me, Master Reader. He slithers off, humming some sort of... you are something else. Greetings to you, lovely reader. I am at your disposal. Anything on your mind? So then, we're back in solid land or something like that, Then this must be Black Basin. Flames and noxious fumes on one side, suffocating forest on the other. Lovely, lovely place. So good of you to take me here. You sarcastic bitch. You truly would pursue those blasted stars until the farthest corners of this land, it seems. Though I had better cease my blasphemy, or else the scribes themselves might descend from up on high and strike me with another much-deserved penalty. The thrill of such transgressions, reader, sometimes it keeps me going. Not that I have any real choice. Now, we had best get back to our normal business, as it were. Goodbye. Thank you. You find that Edwin has asked for several volunteers to scout the area and report back. Alright everyone, don't go too far, and let's meet back by dusk. Please use caution. The exiles dwelling in these lands are, well, rather territorial. For your part, you remain with the Black Wagon to keep watch. You see occasional dark shapes soaring across the sky, but none of them draw near enough for you to see in any detail. Eventually your companions make their way back and everyone arrives as planned. Or earlier. Hi everyone, I'm back! I have come back! Jay returned from the east with little to report, save for word that the glowing molten rock there is very, very hot. It may be lava. This knight yet lives! Although he has little else to report. The newest member of the group, Sir Gilman, returns from a northern pass, visibly shaken. He appears to have discovered an intense fear of heights. Oh, Tizo, you didn't find anything? Tizo wonders whether any species of fish lives in the pools or rock nearby. The little imp Tizo seems disappointed to have left the water behind. He remains with you, near to the wagon. There is a western pass that seems traversable. If we travel by the light of dawn, the shadows and the crags may well cover our advance against whomever may be watching. Begging your pardon, I do not wish to contradict your strategy, madame. Though in my experience, we shall not remain hidden for long during the climb toward the nest of Triesta. The exiles of the high-wing remnants. You may have no love for them, inherently. But they have no such qualms with me for now. I may be able to negotiate safe passage. So I'm assuming this is going to be alright. The last surviving faction of the Winged Harps. The ancient enemies of the Commonwealth. They are the ancient enemies, Lone Minstrel. Do not try to strike a deal of friendship with these beasts. Negotiate with them! Then Hedwin steps in, as Lone Minstrel bows and backs away. Hey, let's not decide on this just yet. We're not going anywhere right now. That much we can agree on. We'll decide how best to go ahead come morning. For now, let's take the rest of the afternoon and get our bearings. Jadario glares at the sky as everyone else disperses. You have the rest of the day to practice your vocations. Use well your time. Okay, we've done foraging a couple of times. I'd like to mentor a companion. Whoa. Having gleaned knowledge from the Book of Rites, you can impart some of its teachings. As each exile's path toward enlightenment is personal, you will have to mentor them one at a time. You're ranked 1, I guess I could bring you up to speed. Ruki's like rank 1 too. Maybe I should mentor him. Interesting. These guys get their ability trees popped up, except for Ruki. Do you need to be rank 2 for that to come up? Maybe. Ruki, my friend. You're taking this. I'm sorry that you got Sandra and you get this. Sure, chum. I could go for some enlightenment right about now. Might take the edge off. You illustrate to the rookie some of the intricacies of the rites, focusing on how all three in a triumvirate can move and act as of one mind. You sense he grasps some of the concepts. Oh man, that's a lot of experience. See that, chums? Old rookie Greentail's got some bite in him yet. You sure do, my friend. So you have maneuvers of many main. Rice Mastery enhancing occurs agility and fortune. Rice Mastery enhancing occurs relentlessness and fervor. Trace of the Alpha Chief, which in turn can jump a second time, while airborne a double jump. Deals an additional 5 damage when plunging into an adversary's pyre. That's a worthwhile investment too. When sprinting, Rookie accelerates faster than usual to a fast top speed. After he's banished by an adversary, Rookie has a 50% chance to return in 1 second. Rookie cannot wait. Rookie casts his aura 50% farther than usual. That's not necessary when Rookie banishes adversaries. By casting his aura, the blast can banish nearby adversaries. Wow. I want to go with a speedy, dodgy Rookie. Whew. I gotta hand it to you, chum. That book's not quite as boring as I thought. I better go lie down. You better, you better, you better. Plus, we have a little bit of something to check before I continue. Any updates on their bios, and then we have Sir Gilliam. What was his name? His bio to read. Gilman. He is once proud knight of the Sea Dominion on a self-made quest to regain his honor. Detonates his aura trail and snaps back to its end. Okay. I did not know that. Leaps high enough to evade adversaries' auras, surges forward at a high speed. One of the outlandish worm knights of the Sea Dominion, he appears to have withstood many battles in the name of the Commonwealth, which employs many of his kind for its ongoing war against the High Wing Remnants. His exile seems to be self-imposed, though even he can only take so much abuse from his fellow knights. Okay. Continue. Ooh, we get 2 locations that are complete opposite sides. The low road to the nest of Trieste passes through razor-sharp sands. Jadariel wishes to avoid the harps by staying on low ground. High Wing Cove. The high road to the nest of Trieste is patrolled by the Commonwealth's ancient enemies. The lone minstrel believes he can negotiate safe passage with the harps via this path. I'm sorry, I respect Jadariel more than the minstrel. I'm sorry, the song that you did, the hymn, it was beautiful. But my loyalties remain elsewhere, minstrel. The shattered lands of Black Shore proved difficult to traverse for the Black Wagon. Jadariel searches for a solid path forward to little avail. Jadariel! Fie on these blasted lands, how are we to proceed through this? Perhaps I may be of some assistance. This place is not so unfamiliar to me, nor are its hidden denizens. Please remain with the others until I return, madame. I shall not be long. The minstrel disappears into the cliffs again before Jadariel can protest. In the meantime, you and she continue to keep watch, sensing unseen eyes. The last time that one disappeared on us, we searched for him for days. But this time he soon returns. I have secured safe passage through the nest of Trieste. We may proceed. Secured safe passage with whom exactly? Just then a winged woman dives down from the sky. She looks Jadariel up and down and then she soars away without a word. The lone minstrel says nothing more either. What? Her scowl deepens. For centuries, the Commonwealth withstood the High Wing Remnants' treacherous assaults thanks to soldiers such as she. Wow. -4 hope. It's a unicorn. At last you arrive at the nest of Trieste, where the next rite is soon to commence. You cannot shake the feeling that unseen eyes watched your wagon's ascent and remain watching now. All right, time. Wagon. The hunt for myrrh. My emperor lay there, bleeding and alone, stranded in a bitter land beyond the river. With fleeting consciousness, he understood the folly of his quest, and the folly of his rule over his country. Thus did he await the last embrace. It was the imp Haub that nursed him back to health, and warned him often of the dangers he would have to face. Many enemies of myrrh would come and search for him. Some under employment by the rope collar, some longing openly for cold, uncomplicated vengeance. I was one of them. I plunged into the river willingly. We needed to be sure that he was dead. Nothing from you? Gonna go to Slug Market. See, Ron. Falcon, Ron!
Oh, hey, you guys. What brings you way out here? No, wait, don't tell me. I don't want to know. All I want is you to get the best deals in the downside.
Lel. Righteous Flame. Oh, these talents have ranks. I didn't even notice that. Interesting, indeed. After dousing the adversary's Pyre, the bearer's Pyre is restored up to 5. Any adversaries banished by the bearer make longer to take longer to return by 1 second. That's pretty cool. Carrying the orb, the bearer moves faster than usual, right? I wanted that. I'm really pro these Stardust. Nope. Man? He's like, you buying that? You're welcome. Hmm. 25. I think we're good. Bye-bye. Pleasure was all mine and Dad's, you guys. And Dad's. Commence the rite. You and your fellow exiles gather on the blasted lands called the Nest of Trieste, expecting the imminent commencement of the rite. You see no sign of any adversaries, but then you hear a whooshing sound above. This then is what passes for the Nightwings, now such a rabble. Not even dressed for the occasion yet. It seems the scribes have little pride in their tradition. Hold your tongue, little bird. We have not come for talk. No, you have come on behalf of your commonwealth. Mark well my words, you horned filth. When at last we free ourselves, your home shall burn. With that, the harp winged warriors from the mountainous outskirts of the Commonwealth, where they are feared, they fled to their mountain nests, awaiting the day when they would darken the skies and retake the land. She swoops off as Jodariel glowers after her. Glowers? It is only then that you realize another harp has come. She is quite serious, I assure you. I can help you sort her out. It's in our mutual interest. She's hot. You know not of my interest. Let's give this another shot. Hi, my name is Pimitha Thane. She appears to be one of the winged harps of the Nightwing remnants, now bound in exile. The Shirley one back there, that was my blood sister. Is that Shirley or Surly? Sarly? No need to judge her harshly, though. We've only met just now, though I must say, something about you reminds me of her. The fuck you're talking about is what she said actually with her actual language. Did you hear that? Go back. She was like, the fuck you say? How dare you implicate that I have anything in common with your ilk? Just then Hedwyn shows up to intervene. He whispers something to Jodariel. No, Hedwyn. You cannot be serious. Jody, I'm asking you to trust me on this one. Am I perhaps interrupting something? Say, by the by. However, did you make it all the way across the sea? Didn't see you fly in. Trust is something I loathe to give away, Hedwyn, but you have set our course thus far, and I have followed, so do as you must. That sandalwood. I'd better have an explanation for all this. Jodariel storms up as Hedwyn turns to you. What's your take on this, my friend? Our informant wants someone for each mask. I hadn't expected we'd run into a harp, yet here she is. What are you getting from her? You turn your attention to Pamela, who has been watching with bemused interest. Ah, reader, are you? Pleasure to make your acquaintance, darling. Well, here I am. Gaze intently all you like and tell your comrade there the truth of it. Why don't you? Yeah. You sense that, whoa, she is conflicted about something, though you do not know what. You also sense, however, that her motives, here and now, are earnest, even though the sheet fills the whole screen with black. Hedwyn wants to know your initial impression of Pamela. It may be that her training gives her some resistance to your scrutiny. Admit that you do not know. Having only met her, you cannot sense whether to trust her and deter to Hedwyn. You're willing to take Pamela at her word and see in her the potential for a valuable new ally. I say fine. You tell Hedwyn that you think the group should take its chances with Pamela and take her at her word. My thoughts as well, I think, and hope that Jodariel would come around. He then turns to Pamela. I am Hedwyn. Will accept your offer on 2 conditions, if you'll hear me out. Conditions? Why sure, I'd love a good condition or 2. First, after we finish here tonight, you come along and make sure that your blood sister and her friends don't give us any trouble when we're headed out. Second, you'll have to find a way to get along with Jodariel, whom you met earlier. Brilliant! I have no plans to stick around here anyway. As for your demon friend, no doubt we'll get on famously. Now, I don't suppose you have an extra set of raiments I could use, because I think the rite is getting started. You look up and see that she is right. Pamela Thane joined you. What? She has a score to settle. What? That happened fast. Shing chong chong shing ching chong chong chong. That's racist. Each of different races have the downside of the distinct set of abilities when conducting rites.
Reader?
Yes.
I thought for sure the stars would have eluded you by now.
No.
Yet here you are.
I am.
Somehow. Upon the nest of Trieste.
Hello.
And you've swelled the ranks of your triumvirate not merely with another, but with 2. One from the Pyre heart, no less. And one who seeks the favor of the adversaries whom you'll imminently face.
This arena's badass.
They are the essence. Winged terrors, as you soon shall see.
The essence. We're going up again.
Longing for freedom match their hatred for the vibrant country that was once your home.
Jeez, from a distance you observe as Pamela, now clad in Nightwing's raiments, heads toward your adversaries in their rites. You, what sort of heathen harp would dare take a wing against us? Your new companion then loosens the bindings of her mask. Hello there, Tamitha. Pamela's blood sister stares back at her a while before responding. What in the saint's name are you doing here with them? Doubtless come to dig your talons in my back again. No, sister, I've come to have a word with you. Save it. I cannot help but share your poisoned blood, but I shan't ever count you as my sister. You expect me to believe that you came all this way for talk? You waste your time as ever. What's life and not a waste of time, dear sister? Give me a chance, why don't you? What do you even have to lose anymore? Besides, I've come a long way. Silence! You shan't have come here. And the time for talk is long since past. If only you could see yourself again, consorting with my enemies. Again, consorting with my enemies. Find and savor their defeat. But I warn you, stay away from me. Pamela says nothing more as her blood sister turns away again. Pamela gets your attention. Listen to me, reader darling. The rest of you are ill-equipped to navigate this place. Let me conduct this right on your behalf, and my wings will bring you victory.
Dear lady, your words ring true. This knight is flattered that you have not eaten him, as is the tendency among your kind.
This knight hereby volunteers his post in the triumvirate for thee. Sir Gilman refuses to participate in the rite this night so that Pamela can face her sister. You observe the treacherous terrain. Pamela should be better suited to the rites here than the rest of you.
The rite shall begin forthwith.
Oh shit. Alright, give me a second. I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay. Alright, let's get ready. So, we're choosing her. I could... What if I give her, like, a talisman and she, like, flies off? The game did made me kind of apprehensive to take her on. It almost sounded like she may not be a permanent unit. She might betray me? I hope not. Almost less than a second less. That's fine. That's fine. What's your background? She appears to be one of the wing harps of the High Wing Remnants, now bound in exile. It's common with fears anything at all. It is the harps of the High Wing Remnants. She's clearly one of them, many of whom have been exiled as prisoners of war. She seems to have an unusually easygoing attitude toward things, though you sense she is in pain or in a state of turmoil over her sister. Excuse me? I can check out the triumvirate. I had never known that. Why, I thought you'd never ask. There, darling, I accept. If the little shitbird is going to conduct the rites for us, then I shall not. Wow. So she's not going to be alone, but Jodariel's not having it. Rookie, you have been upgraded.
Rookie.
Huh? Oh, yeah, you got it, chump. Rookie, be more confident, buddy. This could be worth it, I suppose, to give to somebody else, but I'm not going to take the time. Jay. We have a weak group, aura-wise, but it's going to be fine. They're nimble. I don't know how to control the harpy. What was her name? Pamitha. Why don't we all have wings? I want to have wings too!
Very well.
Come then, sister. Perhaps when we are finished here, you'll spare a moment of your time. I shan't be tricked by you again, Pamitha. How poetic that we meet here in the downside. I can think of nowhere else where I would rather see you rot for what you did to our people and to me. Jeez. Pamela seems to sense your presence and then catches your attention. Hello there, reader darling. If I'm to be at your mercy in all of this, I'd like it very much if you could minimize how often I'm to wallow in a state of banishment. Quickly, let me show you what we sisters of the Nightwing Remnants can do. Awesome.
Reader, you put yourself amidst a feud between two sisters? That seems entirely unwise. Even for you. tread lightly around that exile, Pamitha. Her kind's all but forgotten Saint Triesta's grace.
Oh, does it? So dash knocks people away. There's a lot of stamina for flying. That's slow charging, but while tackling Pamela, what? Keeps her aura, right? So I can tackle through enemies? Leave a very short lingering aura trail and also ram them and destroy them. See, darling, we harps, we're not so bad. Now I suppose we'd better get to work, hmm? Just don't go understand or underestimate Tamitha over there. I trust you'll do the best you can. To the sky, sister! Talent formation!
That's it. The Night Wings are the first
I'll
to
play it
strike.
careful and safe.
One false move.
Shit. Just going, just going.
Beauteous.
Good. Jay, was it? Tell me something. You know how to fly? No, I mean, I don't think that I do. Then listen up. My blood sister there, she'll swoop right past you if you're careless, but we harps simply cannot get much altitude down here. So if she goes for any unfair tricks, just jump for it and catch her in the act. She always hated when I used to do that to her. Yeah, I already know that when you have a flying unit, if you jump to it, they drop it. I've already shown you guys how to do that. Oh, okay, so her aura doesn't have, like, a contact utility. Oh, crap. She fell into the pit. There we go.
Barely.
Nice. It was barely. They were on my tail.
Now toward their flames.
Oh, wow. Surely. Okay, Rookie. That's in.
The orb has hit the mark.
He did as much as he would if he were to plunge. Okay, I do want to do another aerial block. Maybe I don't need to. No!
Oh, so close.
So unfair.
How very sad for the essence.
For real. I'll keep her back for defense.
Alas for Jay.
There we go.
Tread lightly.
Nice.
Served her true.
Damn you, Pamitha. You're no true Thane. To think that you have the gall to call me sister still after everything you wrought upon us. I hate to break it to you, Tamitha, but I don't think my actions, however much they hurt you, had any effect on our familial statue or status. Look, I know I wronged you. That's why I'm here. You don't know my side of the story. Your side of the story? If I wanted to hear some more lies and deceptions, I ought have asked the Commonwealth to stay my sentence for a while. Well, if you have come all this way to face me, Pamitha, then come and do it. You and me! I think that you see Pamitha shake her head. Everyone, stay back. Solo. Prevail over Tamitha.
What is it those two think they're doing?
Okay.
Rights are not the place to settle petty score. Oh.
She's a...
So
She's
Tamitha's
a-
better sister then.
She's
Let us
feisty.
continue in the customary way. Now for their pyre.
Boom!
It is done. The you-know-who prevailed. Their adversaries proved no match for
The
them.
you-know-who? Get real, dude. I'm the
The
fucking
right
Nightwing.
is ended.
Commonwealth filth. Only through that traitor's help could you have beaten us. You postponed the coming of our liberty, but we are ever patient, and our sisters on the other side shall have their day, with or without my aid. Tamitha, wait, please. You found good company there, Pamitha. May you wither here with them. I hope sincerely we shan't ever meet again. Pamitha stands motionless as her blood sister departs. Yeah, at least we beat him though, huh? My name's Rookie Greentail, by the way, and I think we're heading back now, so you coming? Sure, I don't see why not.
The 8 scribes bless us with their ways.
Whoop!
'Twould appear that Rookie's not too old to learn new tricks.
He's not too old to learn new tricks, that's true. But gain new ticks? That I am unsure about. Faster, strong, and a little better looking too. I mean, is there anything I can't handle? I like that he's so insecure, but he plays it up like that all the time. It's adorable. Lightning run, yeah. Jay!
The moon-touched girl has greater understanding than it seems.
The 8 scribes. They so inspire me, and now I feel that I've grown somewhat closer to them, maybe? She's always unsure. Hold B to aura cast during the ride. Oh, right. I've never tried saluting. I gotta try that. This is really cool. Ooh, she almost leveled up too. I wonder what it really depends on.
Till the stars align.
I mean, it's on the left side, but I never get a chance to actually read and comprehend the experience points. After preparing over the essence with ease, you and the others return to your wagon to consider your next move and how best to integrate Pamitha into the group. Don't worry, I won't be staying any longer than it takes. I like my air fresh, so I can sleep up on the roof. I trust the rites will cause my path and Tamitha's to cross again before long. You're welcome with us for now, Tamitha. Trust is what got us here. That's exactly right. That's why I said I trust her, even though I shouldn't. Isn't that right, Rookie? But Rookie does not seem to hear the question. He has been rather quiet since first encountering your new guest. Pamitha shoots him one of her smiles. So charming. He stammers something about having to check the wagon wheels again. He runs off during this discussion. The minstrel pulls you aside. Reader? I ask a moment of your time outside. There is somewhere I may ask we go here in Black Basin, Reader. By your leave, of course, and provided that the stars allow it. Would you look upon them for us, please? Oh. Oh, cherry blossom tree.
Satempralis.
The Glade of Lu, directly due west. Ben, it is just as my client indicated. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here.
Kim verita.
This client of yours, our informant Sandalwood, he entrusted us with this wagon, this quest. Why? What does he want from us?
Requestaribas.
You may ask him yourself. He awaits us somewhere in Wakingwood, due west.
Perventaro.
How do we find him?
Veremas.
He shall find us. Seems you are soon to finally meet Sandalwood. At dawn, you shall have to cross a single narrow path leading west, where he supposedly awaits. Good, good. Okay then. This is exactly where we usually stop for the next episode, so thank you very much for your time and attention. Please make sure if you enjoyed this episode to leave a like, a thumbs up on the video. I would always really appreciate that. And thanks for checking out this video anyway. I hope you're enjoying the journey as much as I have. I love the character development. I think it's phenomenal. And I really appreciate how unique all these characters have come to be, even though our roster is already like, what, 8 heroes? But anyway, don't forget to leave a like if you're new to my channel, subscribe, and thank you for your time and attention. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode of Pyre. Bye-bye.